the Eidgah Maidan issue before the Supreme Court, senior advocate Mr. Kapil Sibal is appearing for the Karnataka Waqf Board. Mr. Sibal argues that as far as other activities are concerned, we will allow, but religious activity cannot be allowed. He says, you know what would happen, we can't allow it. That's the word really coming in. As I said earlier, that Mr. Sibal on behalf of the Waqf Board has said that only religious activity of a particular religion, the Muslim religion in this case, is permitted because this is a Waqf property. These are exclusive property rights which are recognized under Indian Constitution, which the community holds. Like the temple trusts you have, similarly you have the Waqf properties. Aditya continues to be with us on the broadcast. He's a lawyer. He'll give us more perspective on the story. Aditya, help our viewers understand what are the special rights and privileges that Islamic Trust enjoys when it comes to the Waqf property. And apart from the papers, are there any other methods through which Waqf can establish that a certain property belongs to them?
Yeah, look, let me start off by saying that I am by no means an expert on the Waqf legislations or, for that matter, Islamic property laws.
Sure.
I can perhaps address this question and a subset of the question that you asked from a logical perspective, and
yes.
I can try and logically reason it out.
Please go.
In terms of what the law says to establish title, there are a number of ways of doing it. One of which is the papers and documents that you're able to bring to the table and demonstrate your claim to the title. But as you say, there are other things that can also be done, such as demonstrating possession, uninterfered possession for a significant period of time, as a means of showing that you enjoy unfettered access and enjoyment of a certain property. And the presumption that is made under law is that in such cases, anyone else who claims or who could have claimed to have title over the land is simply not bothered about it for such an extensive period of time, and therefore they ought not to be vested with the title to the land. So, I mean, again, as I say, these are general property law principles. There may certainly be certain
exceptions that the specific act really recognizes. Aditya, let's also talk a little more broadly. When the Supreme Court decides on this issue, this is of course an issue as to who has ownership, whether it's the Waqf Board or the local municipal corporation actually has rights to conduct any kind of other religious festivals. We don't know if the Supreme Court is going to decide on the merits in a single hearing. This might take some more time. But when the Supreme Court passes any order today on the Ganesh Chaturthi celebrations, what are the key things they are going to keep in their mind? Law and order, of course, is going to be a huge concern. Will it?
Yes, I mean, so law and order is something that will be on their minds. I don't know that law and order specifically is an issue that gets implicated in the case at hand. So as far as the case at hand is concerned, they will be concerned about the actual merits of the case. Now, I know that certain arguments will be made to suggest, for example, that allowing Waqf properties to be used for another religion's religious ceremonies or religious celebrations may result in a deterioration of law and order. That is something that will have some sort of that may have some sort of impact and impression with the judges as far as their interim orders or interim protections are concerned. But we'll have to see how that plays out.
All right, Aditya and my colleague Harish continue to give us more perspective on this very important story, getting you some more